Hello guys and welcome back to Custom Gamer. My name is Daz and this is the show where we talk about level design while playing cool maps. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at another map in the Honey Map Jam competition. This one is called Jam1_Arrrcee by the aforementioned Arrrcee. Strange that he didn't give the map a title, hence the underscore and everything, which is a bit weird. So I think Arrrcee is a relatively new mapper on the Quake scene. I don't recognise the name, in fact this might be his first release map, I'm really not sure. But you can kind of tell, like, some of the brushwork is very strange, it's quite basic, and there's some kind of technical niggles about it, like things like it's not sealed, so this can't really do its thing. There's kind of brush faces on the outside of the map, so it's definitely got a leak somewhere, which is unfortunate. But it's always nice to provide feedback for new authors so that they can learn and get better, which is the aim of this video series, of course. So let's go and take a look at his level. It is quite short, so this might be one of the shortest videos I've ever put on the channel, so let's go and have a look. Okay, so the level starts off in this kind of bright courtyard area, and pick up some supplies and get into the map. This kind of intro area is quite nice, but it's not really repeated anywhere else in the map, so the map feels fairly disjointed in its kind of visual styles. It kind of goes from bright outdoor courtyard like this into kind of caverns, and it never really kind of melds between the two again. It's quite bizarre. Another visual niggle that I've got here is that you've got all this light streaming in through the door here, and then when the door closes you've got this big cascading light shaft going along the floor with a closed door which should be blocking it, which of course, obviously light is completely static in Quake, so you really want to think about that when you're placing things like doors and platforms and other movable objects in your level, is that the lighting, you should try and aim for it to be fairly, I want to say flat, but just kind of avoid strong contrast changes between light and dark where you've got opening and closing doors like that, because it can look really bizarre if you've got like a spotlight aimed at a door and then when it closes on the other side you've still got this big kind of spotlight beam shining through it. There's a problem in lots of engines with pre-baked lighting, but you know, newer engines not so much of an issue, but with Quake, yeah, you want to try and avoid that kind of stuff. Now, just talking about the gameplay for a moment, it's very kind of simple and standard. You can just kind of walk forward and shoot things. I think a great test of any level that you can kind of do is if you can just run through the map kind of almost in a straight line almost, and there's nothing blocking away, no obstacles, no kind of combat that requires your attention, you can just kind of run through to the end, then I'd say that's something worthy of concern for your map. I think this map falls into this trap where you can just run through, avoid all the enemies, grab the gold key and exit. And there's no kind of puzzle, there's no kind of, you know, there's no buttons to push to open up ways forward, there's no kind of arena combats or any other kind of dangerous obstacles to stop you from just running through everything. So it's like killing all the monsters here is just kind of, you don't really need to do it at all, and that none of them really get in your way. So you can just run along, grab the gold key and exit. So I'd say really look at that in the future, look at how your map is challenging the player. If they can just run through it all, then I'd say it's a bit of an issue. So it's an interesting first map. The kind of loop around to get the gold key is nice, having the gold key right there at the end. It feels like it's part of a small part of a bigger map. So you grab the gold key, go through that door, and then there should be more, but obviously, you know, it's a 2-week competition, you don't know how much time mappers get to spend on these things, but I'd say it's an interesting start. Looking forward to see more from this author, and check out more levels coming very soon. I'll see you next time.